Hi ladies, if you purchased this kit, now I'm not using this paper, but it's going to be this book. Here's the tutorial for it, and hopefully it makes more sense to you. Okay, so here's the book. You have a pocket page right here. It's about a ½ inch deep. Tags, plenty of room for photo mats. And then here's some more tags and a pull out. This is a little flip out. Try to stay in screen, sorry. Flip out, folds over. Here's another little flip down. And this is a new waterfall system I'm doing. There are 6 pages. You can put photos on both sides. I just matted the front for time purposes. So let's get started. Okay, what you're gonna need, I'm gonna leave the book out so we can kind of refer back to it a little bit. What you're gonna need is, of course, trimmer of choice, a pencil, a pair of scissors, a ruler, and some glue, my trusty glue here, and also some score tape. You can use whatever size you want. I just happen to have these 2 sizes, so this is what I use. Okay, so now for time purposes, I have pre-cut everything. This is your base. The base is 6.5, or I'm sorry. It's 12 by 6. You're going to score at 5.5 and 6.5. And that's what makes this base right here. Okay. Then you're going to need 4 pieces of 110-pound cardstock. You could use lesser paper once you do one on your own, but I'm going to include 110-pound in for your book. So it makes it, because this cardstock is not, this piece is not really heavy enough, but yet I didn't want to use chipboard. That would have made it too heavy. And okay, so what you're going to need is you're going to need 4 pieces of this. They are 5 1/4 by 5 3/4. Okay, so you need 4 pieces of those. They're going to go front, back, front, back. Then you're going to need 2 pieces of this. These are for your spine. These are 7/8 by 5 3/4. Okay. Then for your cover, which this one's going to be my cover, you're going to need, for the cover in the back, you're going to need 2 pieces that are 5 by 5.5, and then your little centerpiece here. Then you're going to need, for the inside, again, 2 pieces that are 5 by 5.5, and then your centerpiece. I should measure that for you because I don't usually do it. This again is going to be, give or take, probably 3/4 of an inch by 5.5. Okay, so that's what these pieces are. Then you're going to need 6 pieces. These are your waterfall. These are going to be 4.5 by 6. You're going to score a 1/2 inch on the, you're going to put the 6-inch in, score it a 1/2 inch. Okay, there's 6 of these. And then for your matting, if you want to mat, you don't have to mat. If you're going to put pictures on, I just chose to. You don't have to use decorative paper. You could use plain paper, just whatever your choice are. These are approximately 4 by 5 7/8. Again, I don't like giving out measurements for I call it DSP, Designer Series paper, or your paper here, your design paper, because of the simple fact everybody likes a different mat. I like most of the time like a 1/4 inch or an 1/8 of an inch all the way around. Some people like to go right to the edge. But again, that's entirely up to you. Now, this is a little piece that I added to the center. I'm going to try to keep it together if I can so that I know what I'm doing here. So, well, here we go. Now you know my craziness when I do this, okay? So this piece here is going to measure 11 inches by 5.5, okay? You're going to score it 1/2 inch, 3/4 of an inch, 5 1/4 inch, and 8.5. And those are your scores, and then you're going to fold it up, and it folds up like this. And this is your binding system. This will go in the center of the book, okay? Now, again, you can do these numerous different ways, and you know, you're going to put your designer series paper in here. You can tell I used to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator because I always say DSP, designer series paper, and it's just whichever papers you're using. So bear with me, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's get started and see if we can make this work. And the nice thing about having the video instead of me just putting it all out there for you is that you can speed me up, slow me down, or just get rid of me totally, okay? All right, so the first thing you're going to want to start with is your book. This is your base piece, okay? Lay it open flat. Let's get my pieces here. And now you're going to see my craziness when I design things. So, like, if you've taken any of my classes, you know how crazy I am, okay? I'm as disorganized can be, but yet somehow or another it always manages to come together. Now, the other thing I will tell you, too, is I am really, really bad at inking my edges. I don't have the time or the patience to do it. Sometimes, once in a blue moon, you'll see me do it, but most of the time, not happening, okay? And today is going to be one of those days where not happening. But by all means, you can take the time to ink your pages. I will admit it does look nicer sometimes, but again, like I said, I don't have the patience for it. Or I can never get the right ink color that I want. Okay, so all I'm doing is just gluing the edges down. Okay, now this is the outside of the book. So just kind of try to get your, you know, as centered as you can. I'm also not good at this. I like try to rush too much. Sorry if I just got my head in there, but I can't see. So, oh geez, I forgot you have to have ribbon. So we'll cut that out in a minute, okay? So there's the start of our book, okay? Now, before we go any farther, let's put the outside pages on and then we'll do the inside. Now, hopefully I laid these out right. I think that's gonna go there. This one's gonna go here. And this one's gonna go here. And you know what? If you have time and patience with me, I'll see if I can find some ink and ink this up. I just don't know what color I want to use. Well, you know what? This is the color I have handy, so this is the color we're going to use. I love my Tim Holtz Distress inks. Probably should use a black on this, but again, like I said, I didn't think ahead. So all you want to do is just barely go. You can, again, go as deep or as little as you want. It just gives it an extra little pop, I guess. So see, you lay it down. Oops, too much. I don't know what the weather's like outside for you today, but it is freezing out. Took Koopy to the dog park. He was having a great time. Mom was freezing to death, but he was having a great time. So, all right, let's see if I can remember. I think, nope, let's go this way. Also, when you cut your paper out, if you're using pattern paper, what I do is I lay the outside of my book down like this. I take my pattern, my paper, and I cut, say this was a 12-inch, I cut like 5 inches here, then the 1/8 of an inch or the 1/2 an inch here and there. So I lay it out in a straight line and cut that way. That way it lines up perfectly for you. You would glue better than this. I'm just trying to do this for time purposes. I don't know how long this video is actually going to take. So I may not decorate the entire thing. I may just at least get the pieces together for you so that you can see how to do this. Now again, these are not my original designs. I do watch a lot of YouTube and it comes off of there. And what I normally do is, this is actually, excuse me, 3 different books that I watched. So not one, otherwise I would give you the YouTube video that I watched. But again, like I said, I watched and I took 3 different ladies' books and made it one. Okay, so, all right, outside cover done. Now you're gonna flip it over. And you're going to do the same thing to the inside, except you're going to want to find some ribbon. And I really don't know what color ribbon I want to use. I have a private stash down here. You know what? Let's just go with cream color. That way it will go with anything we use. So, again, pretty much everything I get, you can purchase at Hannah's. And the way I measure the ribbon is kind of bizarre, but it's my way. What I do is I take the book and I just measure it. So that if you duplicate this book, which I would love to see you do, and I'd like you to post when you do it on what you did. Okay, so there we go. Now, a lot of people put the ribbon on the outside. That's, you know, hey, your choice. I prefer to have it on the inside, and I always use tape. And so just kind of eyeball it that you got. Shh. If you hear grumble butts down here, they are doing something outside of the apartment, and I know it's bad, isn't it? And they drive him crazy, so. Okay, so little grumble butts is going to help me here. This won't last long because I can't really do with him on here. Okay, so then you want to pull your pieces off. Stick your ribbon down. Okay, it just gives it extra pull and strength, you know, for you and stuff. So give me 1 second here. Say hi, Koopy. Say hi. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, everybody. Say hi. Yeah, my mom's trying to work and it's not working so good because I want to be on her lap. Okay. Okay, sorry for the interruption there. All right, so now back to the book here. Again, this is the 110-pound cardstock. And you just want to put it down. And it gives your book extra strength. You could try making this book. I didn't, but you could try making it out of possibly like lightweight chipboard would work too. Like if you want to use like a cereal box or something like that. I just don't eat cereal, unfortunately, so I don't have very many cereal boxes. I do get my friends to save them for me, but 9 times out of 10 I forget to use them. So anyway. Okay, so pretty much base the book is almost done. And let's see if I can remember how I did this page. I think that one's going to go there. I think that one's going to go there. And this one is gonna go there. Hey, all right, I will, for Dana, because she likes to ink her edges. Anyway, I don't know when this is going to get in the store. I hope by next week I will have the kits all put together so that they can get these in the store for you. If you need to know the mat size for these, if you want to do like I did, the mat size is 5.5 by 5. But again, I'm real bad at this because not everybody likes the same design around. Some people want to go edge to edge. Some people want more of a one. And again, if you don't want to mat this, you don't have to. You can just put your photos down. Sorry, I get concentrating here and then I forget to talk. I'm either a chatty Cathy, if you guys remember those dolls, or I don't say anything. I talk a lot with my hands though. Okay, there is your base book. Okay, pretty simple, I think. Now comes the fun part. So let's put this aside for a few minutes and let's get these mats done. So again, you're going to want to score it 1/2 inch. I was struggling with this paper, so I'm not good at scoring sometimes. But you want to make sure, and these are, you know, good and creased. And again, this is a new way to do a waterfall that I watched. Not sure I'm totally sold on it, but for purposes of having a big enough page to actually score and do it, it's actually pretty good. So now the only thing the lady did that I wasn't a big fan of, so I'm going to try it a different way. So you guys are going to be my guinea pigs. So we're going to see if this works. Okay. Now, what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to line all these up. And the way she did it is she put it down first like this. Okay. And, well, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Now, on this spot here, oops. See, I'm crazy with glue. Now, on this, you can either glue or by all means use your double stick tape. It's whatever I have at the moment that I do. So the way you're going to want to line this up, let's see, I'm not over far enough, dang it. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to line it up with the bottom and the top. And then give yourself a little edge on each side. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, so then you take the next one. And all you're gonna do, which is kind of cool and a kind of easy way to do it, is you're just gonna place this right over the top of the other one. And again, if my head's in the way, I'm sorry. I just can't see. So you're gonna wanna line it up with the top and line it up with the bottom. Okay, you just want to make sure that you have these good and glued. Okay, you just want to do this for the rest of them. Again, you're just lining the top up and the bottom. Get glued down good. Again, these are 6 by 4.5, and they're scored at 1/2 inch. Now, You could also make these wider if you wanted it to fill. Whoops, see, I didn't cut good there. I wasn't paying attention. So you can make these wider, the full width, if you'd like. I just liked a little bit of the decorative paper showing, so that's why I made them a little bit smaller. But you can still get a decent size. You can get like a 4x4 picture on here easily. And that's, I think, a pretty good size picture. Okay, mine are a little kitty womp because I think I'm going too fast, but I don't want you guys to get totally bored watching me do this. And because I'm not good enough at these videos yet, that I'm not like all these other ladies on YouTube where I know how to edit and cut. And right now I'm just using my cell phone. I did order a nice new camcorder and got it and was all geared up to help or show you guys so I could do this sooner. And then lo and behold, I didn't realize that I needed a SIM card and it didn't come with it. So of course I had to, now I had to order the SIM card. Okay, so there's your base pages. They're all set to go. Now you can see that mine is not exactly straight, okay? So you want to make sure that you do straighten them, or if it doesn't bother you, which it doesn't bother me, it gives it a little bit more character. All right, these I cut probably a little smaller than I should have for the mat. I only made them, I wasn't watching my measurements correctly, and this is 4.5, and I cut these at 4. I should have cut them at 4 1/4. Again, like I said, this is why I don't give measurements, and I was trying to get everything done for you ladies. So, but anyway, you get the general idea of how this goes. You just put it on, and there you go. You just, you know, so anyway, I'm not going to bore you with gluing all these pieces down, but that's your general idea. You're going to want to take these, glue them all on here, and there's your piece there. Now, let's work on this piece. So we'll put this up here again. And let's see if I can remember how this all went together. This goes down there like that. And then there's one more piece somewhere hiding. That is, this piece, this piece, this piece, this piece. Okay. So I think I want to turn it this way though. So I think these went back here. They did. So these pieces are the back side. Again, like I said, just kind of watch how you do this. I know I'm not inking. I'm sorry. I want to try to make this as short as possible in a way, but yet I want to give you all the details. We're like already into 23 minutes here, so I don't know what your attention span is. I know mine's not real good if it goes too long, so let's put this right here. And the last piece, and did I just mess it up? Go like this. Yep, it goes like this. Okay. Okay. So the back of your, because when it sets in the book, it's going to set this way. So this is going to be the front. This is like the back of it. Okay, so now let's try to see which way. I think it goes like this, and like this. It does. All right, this page just for, now there is another way that you can do these too if you don't like to ink, which is a lot of times what I actually do. I'll show you here. So you just put this piece down right here. There is, you can take a marker, okay? And if you like, always do it from the back side of your paper though, because if you go whoosh, then you don't ruin your front page. And all you got to do is one of these. See, just went down the back side because I'm in too much of a hurry. But you can use a marker. You can use a marker of any color. I usually use a dark gray or a black because it is the best accenting color there is. Okay. All right. So then you just put this one on here. And we'll finish this one with this page. Oh my gosh. I just made a major faux pas, ladies. Okay, let's see if we can fix it. I think I can. I think I can. I think I can. Okay, now there were little pockets that go on here. So let's get this pocket glued down. Okay, I'm going to try to fix this, but I just don't know if I can or not. So we might have to do, oh, maybe I got lucky. All right, so so I know there is such a thing as a, I don't know what it's called, but it does remove the glue and pulls it up. So what you want to do is try to actually, it worked. Yay! This piece here is 4.5, I think by 3.5. Oh, it's 4.5 by 2.5, scored a 1/2 inch. But this should have gone down before this went down. So you just want to kind of butt it up to the edge. Now, this is things that I do. If your measurement isn't exactly right, all you do is just come in here and trim it. Okay? Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Now, you can do one of two things. You can glue this down and make an actual pocket out of it, or you can leave it open and make a flap. And I don't know if I have, oh, I do, look at that. So you can come over here to your piece and see this is where that was. Was it or wasn't it? No, it was over here more. So I don't know, I could have swore I cut it right from here. But you can also put like another piece of designer paper down here. But for purposes of my mess up, I am just going to make this a pocket. I am just going to glue this. And I am going to make it a pocket. And then no one is the wiser other than you that I made a faux pas. Okay, so that one goes there. And then the other one, which is this one here, it measures 3 1/4 by 3 and score it 1/2 inch. And you put your paper, oops, you put your paper on it. Oh, I should have used that other side. It was cute. Oh, well. Then you just put your little piece right here. And this one is supposed to go right here. And again, it looks like it's about a hair too big. But once we get it on, then we'll fix it. So, again, let's see if I can get lucky enough that this is going to come up. Okay, glue. Sorry, my head's in the way. Okay, so you just want to glue this piece down. And then take your paper. Glue it back down. Open this up. Make sure your paper is not creating any problems. Okay. And again, because of my mistake, this could have been a flip down, but I don't like it because of the mistake I made. So I'm just going to quickly glue this up. And now you have another pocket. Never hurts to have plenty of pockets, right? Okay, so this is the base of this one. Oops, didn't stick. Give it a couple extra seconds. Oh, and I watched one of these. I made these cute little things. And so if you use the glue, and if you're like me, I always lose my pen. So, and just so you know, that's what's included in your kit is an extra little thank you. I do not put the pin in, you just have to use run your pin right straight down. But I do give you this little flower type thing, okay? So hopefully you enjoyed that. Makes up for my mistakes. Okay, so to put this down in the book, this is where your score tape comes in. And you're going to want to run a piece right up to the score line. Not over the score line, but right up to it. Okay. And you're going to take this piece. And if I had 3/8 of an inch, it probably would work good. But because I'm out of it, I'm having to use these two different pieces. Put your score tape up. Throw it on the floor. Put your score tape up, throw it on the floor. All right, let's bring our book back over. And what you're gonna wanna do, hopefully you guys can see this. I can't, I wanna make sure that you can see this good. Okay, this little piece right here, you're gonna wanna try to center it in the middle of it. So you're gonna wanna look from the back side and the front side. So just try to do, probably it's about, I'm going to say about a little over 1/8 of an inch away. And when you open it up, it's right here. Okay. Now, I do put a decorative piece right there too. I didn't cut it out right now for time constraints. So, there you go. You got this. You got your flips. This opens like this. Flips down like that. And your last piece. Okay. Now, this one, at least I didn't mess up totally on. Okay, it's your pocket, and the pocket is going to be 6 3/4 across by 3 1/2. You're going to score at 1/2 inch, 3/4, 1/2 inch, 3/4. I turn and do it, and then again 1/2 inch and 3/4. Now, you're going to cut these corners totally out. I cut just to the other side of the score mark. Okay, So you're going to want to cut these out. Okay. And let's fold up on, let's fold up on scores. I was having a really hard time scoring today, so I think I look a little kittywomp on some of these. I don't know. I lost my piece. I use a stylus actually to score. I don't use one of these, and I don't know what I did with my stylus. If you saw my craft room, you'd understand why. So. Now, some ladies do, some don't. I will for purposes just to show you. Sometimes it's a good idea just to take a small slice out of it. That way when you turn it over, see how clean the square is right there? Hopefully you can see this, versus this where you can kind of see it. So I do tend to do that just a little bit, just to angle it and give it a better look, okay? So what you're gonna wanna do, again, you can use glue, you can use score tape, whatever your choice is. Oops, let's put this on first. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should put this piece. Now, we're gonna put the flowers on. We're gonna keep the hearts in rhythm here. This is such an easy project. It really is, I think. Let me know what you guys think about it. Okay, so let's turn this over. Now, this is a trick I learned too. I used to always put my pocket, this piece, to the inside, okay? But sometimes when you shove things in here, it gets stuck on this. So I watched another one where they put the pocket to the outside. And again, total preference, doesn't matter, do whatever you're comfortable doing. I should have used double stick tape because I don't have the patience to hold this. But we'll make it work. We're almost done. Thank you for purchasing this kit. And hopefully you have many different ideas that you can do with this and see how it turns out. I'm not going to show you how to do the tags or the mats or anything like that. I'm sure you ladies all know how to do that. If not, I could always do another video and do. So you just. Okay. So again, this just goes down here. It's going to go to the very bottom. Turn it around this way. What I do is once these are down, I use my bone folder to kind of crease it down. This one doesn't want to stick for some reason. Probably if you're making this for yourself, using the glue is perfectly fine. If you're giving this as a gift, I would probably use the score tape because it's going to get a lot of use. But anyway, so there you go. That's basically the book. And here is, I mean, you can see that you can, put your mats in here. You can put, you've got a spot here, a tuck spot. This one's too big for it, but you have a little tuck spot right there. You put your pictures here. And again, like I said, and then on the back side, what I did is I just took, do I have a small piece right here? I don't. Let's see. Give me a second here. pretend this is designer series paper, and you can just put a piece of paper right down there. I don't have a small piece. I thought I did. But just take and put a small piece right there. Or, this is what I didn't like, and that's what I was going to change, and I totally forgot too. What you could do is put this first one down, and then put this piece over the top of it. So then you don't have, I keep getting my face in there, and I don't like that. So then you would have, so it would look, you know, oops, you don't want that. So what you would do is you'd put this, put your white piece down, put this down, and then cut this piece and go over it like that, and then you wouldn't have any. Which I didn't think about until after I'd already done this. And again, like I said, I'm new at making videos, so thank you for your patience, and have a great day.